I'm going to be making strawberry banana ice cream, and to be honest with you, this is going to be done with literally 3 ingredients and 1 equipment. Imagine no sugar. Every single thing in terms of the sweetness will be coming from the fruits, and I have some frozen bananas, and I have some frozen strawberries, and I have here a glass of coconut milk. Now this is fresh coconut milk coming right out of the coconut. You know, it's oxed, it's blended, it's strained, and that's what's going to be giving us that creamy flavor. And I have some nutmeg here. That's going to be the spice to it. And this is what I'm going to be using to make my ice cream. It is the Vitamix. I tell you, I absolutely love me a good kitchen gadget. So let's look at the process. So I'm going to go ahead and add the banana to the Vitamix. Immediately following that, I'm going to add the strawberry, and then simply just pour in 1 glass of coconut milk. Boom. Once that's done, I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg. Everybody should have this. If you're Jamaican, you have a little old grater, nutmeg grater. So I'm going to put in a little bit of nutmeg, not anything too much, because you just want to give it a little bit of spice. Alright. That's that, just a little bit. Some persons could go ahead and drop a little bit of cinnamon in this if you want to kick it up a little bit, but for now I'm just gonna leave it right at the nutmeg. So there you have it, everything is there, and we're going to pop that lid on for our blender, and then once that lid is on, just dry that off. You want to make sure that your surfaces are okay. So I'm gonna pop that lid on safely, add it here, and then I'm going to blend away. So it's all set, it's on our blender. There we have it. I'm gonna blend away. All right, so I'm gonna start the blending process now, and I have my tamper on hand because this might come in handy in the event that I actually have to push the fruits down. So I'm going to begin the blending process here. If you look carefully, I'm going to be moving this, and I'm going to be putting it at 1, after which I will move it up to 5, and then increase the speed from variable to high. All right, so this is a process that we want to watch carefully. So here we go. Blending is happening. Now that that's done, just gonna go ahead and throw the mixture in a plastic container, and then I'm going to be freezing this for probably 3 hours, or just until it is solid. Next up, I'm going to be making a blueberry ice cream, and this time instead of using coconut milk, I'm going to go in to use the almond milk. Now if you notice, I'm using the Blue Diamond Almond Breeze milk, which is the unsweetened flavor, and I'm using the vanilla. So watch what's gonna happen. It's pretty simple, just the same. So first step is to go ahead and add that frozen banana. Remember that the frozen banana is actually serving as the sweetener. All right, so banana followed by blueberries, and then I'm gonna go in now with the milk, and again, it's not a lot of milk that is needed. Okay, we have that going. So if you look to the side, you will see the quantity, not a lot of milk. You just need enough to provide a bit of liquid content. So for this one, I'm going to be doing something, trying to open this, a little bit different, which is to I guess, increase the vanilla flavor a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of Benjamin's vanilla flavoring. Now, if you actually had vanilla beans, that would have been really, really nice to add. Also going to add a little bit of Benjamin's almond flavoring, just a little bit, because as you know, these are quite potent. That smells good already. And once again, just like we did before, we're just gonna put the lid on our Vitamix, secure that lid, and we're going to go ahead for the blending process. So again, we're gonna turn our blenders on. In preparing our first ice cream, you'd have noticed that I'd put it in a square plastic container just to freeze up. But in this instance, if you want to make a small batch, maybe 1 serving or 2, you can use your good old plastic cup. Why am I doing this? I'm just showing you that you need no, you know, special equipment, so to speak, in order for this to work. So you just want to do this and pop this in the refrigerator, maybe for 2 or 3 hours for this to freeze up. Really good blueberry ice cream. As soon as it's done, you want to pop this in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to show you one last one, which is our rum and raisin variation. The third and final ice cream is definitely going to be a hit, and this is none other than rum and raisin. So once again, we have our bananas, we have a little bit of soaked fruits and some rum and wine mixture here, and I also have some dried raisins to add to the mix. Now you might be wondering, why didn't I just go all in with this? Remember that in our soaked fruits we will have things like currants and prunes in it, because it's used for baking at Christmas time. And a big part of what we also must understand is that when it comes to things like prunes, that can actually lead to some amount of loose stool. So we're not trying to go all in with that. It's really just the goodness of the rum and the goodness of the wine that has been sitting here. I think I've had this mixture maybe for 2 years, so you know that, or 4 years I think, so you know that this is drunken goodness. All right, so once again, we're gonna pop in the ripe banana. Then I am going to add my little rum mixture. Again, children are gonna have this. If it was just solely for adults, you could top this up some more, but children can have this. It's just really that flavor that you're looking for. And I'm going to go in now with some raisins, but what I will do is to add the raisins a little bit after I have had the base. And here's why: you want to be able to taste the raisin and chew on it a little bit, and of course the raisin flavor is also going to be coming from the mix here. So right now I'm going to add a little bit of the almond milk. Again, it's the same unsweetened milk, so I'm pouring that in. You don't want to have too much. Don't want to have too much milk that's going there. Let me just use a tamper to push that down a little bit, just so that I can see. Normally you'd use the tamper when the Vitamix is on, but I'm just gonna add just a little bit more. Okay, and then I am going to add the vanilla once again. Set a little tops, as they would say in Jamaica, just a little tops of vanilla. And I am going to be adding some almond flavoring. You could add rose water here too if you'd like, but for today's recipe I'll just add the almond flavoring. Little goes a far way, as I've explained before, because it's potent, and that's just gonna kick up that milk. So now I'm gonna go in to create the base for the ice cream, after which I will add the raisins. The base is ready, and now I'm going to go ahead and add to this some raisins. right, get that lid off. Here's the base. Going to add some raisins to this, and in this instance I'm not going to have this running for more than like maybe a quick 2 to 3 seconds, because again, don't want our raisin to be fully blended. So I'm just doing it at low. I'm literally gonna be turning it on and then turning it off. So all it's going to do is just chop that raisin a little bit finer, and that's it. So watch me. That's it. The raisin goodness is there. There we have it. Rum and raisin ice cream. Another video I will show you how to make a no machine ice cream, meaning you don't need an ice cream maker, but I'll show you one that is a little bit more traditional. So we just want to pour this out in our container. Yummy goodness. This one couldn't fit in a cup because this one is big people setting, you know. The rum really turn up in it, so we had to have a bigger dish for this. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and freeze that up as well. So there you have it, guys. You're home, you're there in quarantine. Of course, as usual, take your hand, make fashion, make all the exciting things, please. Nothing is going to go to waste. Had to do that. And if you want, you could just top off the top with some additional raisin pieces here. Can always just put some raisin on top. That's fine. No sugar. All nice. All right, so I'm gonna pop this in the refrigerator now. So this is the finished product. All 3 flavors: the strawberry, blueberry, and the rum and raisin. Bon appetit. This is really good. Very, very good ice cream. You go, girl.
It's vibing with Via. And once they start this, you can't quit. You are gonna love this. It's vibing with Via, vibing with Via. Yeah, we vibing with Via. Oh.